Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the second episode of Owarimonogatari. And last episode, we got trapped in a classroom because Araragi has a lot of past trauma related to that classroom and unresolved situation, other person wrongfully getting blamed for it because of the power of majority rule, the most evil of any sort of mathematical formula where people get to just get together and decide what reality is. It was horrible. But we got it all resolved. I mean, sorta, internally. It doesn't fix any other real problem aside from just getting out of the classroom. But we got out of the classroom, which was the main thing. And Ogi just being a freaking weirdo, like always, just constantly behind Araragi, clinging to him, holding on to him, slithering around like a snake, just shadowy, just very weird Ogi stuff, just like with the growing shadows. Ogi is always very unsettling. But anyway, by the end of the episode, we had Sodachi, that's her name, right? Sodachi, Oirika, so just something like that, you know. The girl that doesn't like Araragi because he's slightly better at math than she was. Although that's definitely changed now, I'm sure. Unless she sucks as well, too, now. We don't really know much about her between that gap of then and now. But she is back at school. That's kind of my point before I feel like I got a little bit lost there. She's back at school in the classroom. So I for one, am looking forward to Araragi talking to her because I'm kind of curious if her feelings about him have changed at all in that gap, how she's changed as a person. Because Araragi is obviously not the same person he was during that way back then, so stands to reason she could have changed as well. So who knows? But we do know that Hanakawa is kind of worried. You know, she knows that they weren't on the best of terms back then. But anyway, this episode, like the very first frame here, it says Sodachi Riddle. So I guess we're just kind of starting a new arc, because the last one Against the War was called Ogi Formula, so I guess we are just kind of... Owari might be full of multiple arcs as well, same as Monogatari's second series, maybe. I don't know, this is one of the more confusing seasons I think it's going to be, so... I guess we'll just have to dive into it and see what we get, so... Let's do that. 3, 2, 1, play. That was probably one of my most incoherent intros, but it's fine. Jeez. It would be pretty typical for anime, though. Yeah, I don't really have a reason to. Oikura, that's what it was. Yeah, man, those twin tails, it just screams Tsundere. Okay, let's do that. Ogi. Okay. I mean, Ogi wasn't really relevant back then. So yeah, we actually are getting a different opening. So we really are doing this, like different arcs. Okay. I mean, now that I think about it, but even Bake was kind of separated in different arcs and openings. But anyway, this already looks kind of cool, so... Got like a mirror reflection thing going on. Oh, that looks kind of weird. Uh... Yeah, this is one of the weirder ones for sure. Is that Sodachi? I mean, it doesn't look like she hates him that much in the opening, but, you know. Okay, yeah, this is starting to really mess with my head. And I thought Ogi's opening was a little bit odd. Uh, like play with perspective and stuff, but man, this is something else. Oh, jeez. Uh, kind of looked like she kissed herself there. I could get behind that. Man, I don't know how much more of this I can watch. Uh, okay, yeah, that was just... I don't know what to make of that. Because there was a lot of like mirror reflection distortions flowing into each other, out of each other. That was just really weird. Okay. I'm not sure what we're doing, but sure. My mind's still recovering from that. Yeah, it's quite a coincidence, isn't it? Things around Ogi are usually like that. Lots of weird coincidences. But Ogi's probably like a puppet master, so that pose that was almost cute. Uh, does that get you excited, Ogi? Love letter? Because that's what I first thought when we said Shoelocker. I was thinking love letter. Oh, that was little Koyomi. I don't know why I called him by his given name, but that was little him. My alma mater. Your what? I think I used to know what that meant. Right, this could be a very dramatic maiden, so. What was that laugh? I mean, Araragi knows how to talk to people. He knows how to get on their good side. I remember how he met Hachikuji. Huh. Really? That's interesting. She, I guess Ogi was wrong. She does remember Araragi. Uh, Harmless kind. Yeah, you probably shouldn't. Because I'm starting to get a little bit of a suspicion that she maybe had a crush on Araragi at some point. Maybe still does. It's kind of the impression I'm getting. Maybe he rejected her and that's why she doesn't like him anymore. I like I can actually speculate now because we're in blind territory. Because I got no idea what's gonna happen. I probably have bad news for you. And there she is. Oh, wow. Man, this atmosphere. Talking to a girl that you haven't seen in so long that supposedly hates you with a fiery passion that you don't hate. I mean, I can't think of much more awkward than that. What? Really? This is how we're playing it? It's terrible acting, too. Almost as bad as the toothbrush episode, acting-wise. Oh, that voice. I was not expecting that. That actually gave me chills. Uh, I think she may still be mad at him. Oh, jeez. Uh, okay, she's actually seriously terrifying me. I. Uh. 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 Ugh. Oh man. I mean, we did show that earlier. Yeah. Uh, yeah, maybe we should calm down a bit. Uh, oh. Gee. Oh. Oh no, this could get complicated. Oh god. Uh, I like how she tried her hardest to stop her. Uh, uh, she's just shorter. Yeah, she's already here. There's not much point holding her back. Uh, she's changed a lot, definitely. Uh, yeah, just uh, She's just so violent. What? Yeah, you may not want to get into a fight with Senju Kuhara. Okay, get wrecked. Why would you pass out from... okay. It really didn't. Of course, you have to be involved, Dogi. We're back to this. So is it a love letter? Okay. I see. Sure. Right. A coat. Sure. Sure. What's that? What does it have to do with anything, though? Stogie on the car. A map. A map to what? It's going down memory lane. Oh, Nanako. Okay. Sure. That went way too quickly. Not really. A certain girl, Sodachi. House for sale. No, thank you. Jeez. I think we got it open, Ogi. Yeah, let's avoid getting reported. Araragi has enough close calls with that. Let's get our story straight before the fuzz show up. Oh yeah, right, yeah, they talked about that before. Yes? I guess so. Yeah, I had a feeling you would say that. Jeez. I know, right? A little scary. But anyway, we're here, so... I'm not exactly sure what we're here to find, but hopefully we find it. Yeah, that was sad, I remember that. Yeah, that would imply that, for sure. But why, though? That was an interesting line. Is she like his childhood friend and she's upset that he forgot her or something? I don't know. Were you ever in anything else school-wise? Yeah, that's the big question. Yes, you are. Yeah. Very good questions. So basically, we just gotta, yeah, figure out what her deal is kind of this arc, I guess, in a nutshell. Uh, Especially on the age of the internet, people can hate you deeply without you having any idea who they even are or what their problem with you is. It's very scary stuff. Obviously, to meet up with Sodachi. I can believe that. I think it's has a supernatural reason. Well, I assume that who is Sodachi. I can't see it being anyone else. Ugh. I feel like I'll have a lot to say on this one. But for now, let's just watch the ED. Yeah, this is the same one we got last time. Thought it might be different because we're in the Sodachi Riddle arc, but nah, it's what we got last time. But this was definitely an episode. Good thing this wasn't a double length one. I don't think it could have survived. Oh, that's nice. That's supposed to be Sodachi? Like, cause I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything. That was the second episode of Owarimonogatari. So, okay, well, this episode, I mean, we got, our first thing we got was basically just kind of Araragi talking about how Sodachi hates him, despises him to the point of, like, he killed her parents or whatever. And, you know, we already knew that she kind of hated him, disliked him, whatever. And then we saw them, well, Araragi and Ogi, like, something about his footlocker or whatever, you know? Wasn't really sure how we got to that point, but then we got to the point where I guess it's supposed to build up to it. You know? So, Araragi, you know, talking to Hanakawa before going into the club or the classroom. And that's, yeah, what, because she meant, because from Hanakawa, we heard some stuff from Sodachi. That's not, I don't know what that sentence was. Basically, Sodachi was asking a question about Araragi, which we heard from Hanakawa. So clearly, Araragi's still on her mind, right? So that's what we got from that. And then we actually went to the classroom itself. And the atmosphere was obviously very dark and shaded and blue. And then we have Araragi walk up to her, being kind of, you know, a little casual about it, being like, hey, yeah, fancy seeing you here, what a surprise, you know. Like, kind of fake because he already knew she was in there, he's been thinking about her lately, you know. But he was trying to be fairly lighthearted about it, you know, a little bit silly, you know, things like, well, it was upside down. How do you even do that, Araragi? But you know what, you know the thing he did. You know, just he was being a little bit silly about it. But just from the first line, just the first line that Sodachi said, basically the whole atmosphere of the room changed. Which is honestly pretty impressive that she was able to do that so quickly, so easily, so just beautifully cut through all of that and completely took control of the atmosphere. It was honestly very impressive. This entire scene, though, I'm getting chills right now just thinking about it. This entire scene, it grabbed me. Like, I know I didn't talk very much during the scene. I'm sorry for that, because I do try to have a fairly commentary-heavy style of reacting, but I just couldn't. This character. I wasn't sure what I was going to get from this character. I had some ideas bouncing around in my head about maybe Araragi was overblowing the hatred. You know, maybe time had passed. Maybe she's gotten over her hatred from him, you know, and all that. It would be more pleasant than Araragi expects. You know, that's kind of where my head was at, you know. And then she started talking, and that went out the window extremely quickly. And we could just see the absolute powerful, pure hatred that she has for Araragi. You know, even if she hadn't got over it, I still thought Araragi was exaggerating. Like, you know, she couldn't possibly hate him as much as he's trying to play it out. But no, I don't think I've ever seen so much hatred from a character before. Just the voice actor's performance, everything about this just, it hit me. This was just, I don't know, just this completely grabbed me. I was completely sucked into her pace. I couldn't really talk. I had chills. I could hear my heart beating. Just, I don't know, just, I was fully engrossed in the atmosphere she was creating here to the point where I really couldn't do anything else but just watch. I don't think I've ever experienced anything quite like that before. Like, I couldn't really say anything. But 10 out of 10 scene there for sure, like, without question. Just, I'm kind of skimming through it now, and just, yeah. Just, it was just fantastic. Like, I cannot really have words to describe that scene adequately, but it was incredible for sure. And then you had Senator Gahara walk in, just Hanakawa trying to hold her back, not working. That was kind of funny. And then we even had a little bit of violence between the two of them. She, like, slaps Senator Gahara, and Senator Gahara punches her across the room. You know, that broke the tension a little bit, but, you know, just, yeah, I was not ready for that scene. It's probably the best way to describe it. I was not ready for that scene. It was too much for me. It was... That was Sodachi for you. She definitely made an impression on me. I can say that. But anyway, apparently this episode, this kind of arc, is all about kind of figuring out what her problem is. I mean, she did kind of describe why she hated Hataragi there, but it was all kind of vague stuff about, again, something about not being grateful, not understanding why he got to be the way he is, something like that. So it does kind of put it all the pieces of the episode together. It almost comes across as they were like childhood friends or something, and she feels like she had a big role to play in helping him, but he doesn't remember or care about that, something like that. That's all I can really come up with as from all the pieces in the episode. That's the only kind of puzzle that I can put together. But I guess we'll see. But yeah, we just visited this place that he apparently went to in his childhood. Very creepy, rundown place that hopefully the cops don't show up and arrest us. And Hataragi did comment about how loose-lipped he is around Ogi. And, I mean, that's kind of something we already knew, that Hataragi, that just kind of tells Ogi things that he usually wouldn't, but never really got much of an explanation as to why. I assume some sort of supernatural shenanigans, but, you know, we'll see. Maybe Ogi's just an easy person to talk to. So, hopefully throughout this arc we do get to learn a little bit more about Sodachi. That'd be great, because I would like to know why she hates him so much. Why she hated him so much that her scene of expressing that hatred just completely engulfed me, to the point where I felt powerless throughout it. Like, that may have been the single best scene of the entire series, I think. I may actually go as far as to say that. Just because of the effect it had on me. Because I can't remember the last time I ever felt like that, where I literally couldn't say anything. Because I tried to, a few points, like, say some comment, and it just wasn't happening. Yeah, Hataragi, the way he walked up to her when he was talking, I really wasn't expecting that to be the scene we got. Not at all. So yeah, this was a pretty incredible episode, for sure, and hopefully we learn more about Sodachi, because I can't imagine what he could have possibly have done that would justify that level of hatred, but, you know, guess we'll find out. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.